Hello, my friends. How are you doing this fine, fine January evening? My name is Elise Explosion. If you are new here, hi. Hope you're doing well. I'm back after my week off, and I'm ready to do some cool and fun stream things. Woo! With my mess of stuffed animals behind me. You know, the usual. So we're gonna be starting a new game today. One that I am quite excited for. So we are going to be playing some Detective Pikachu Returns. Let me shut the music up, and I'm going to go over to corner mode. Kapow! Look at that, we're in corner mode. I'm excited. I had started to stream the original Detective Pikachu on here, but my streaming 3DS died, and I never got around to getting a new one. Because they're very expensive. Like, I talked with a friend who said that they got theirs modded, but I have, like, I don't know, mine's, like, the Galaxy's 3DS, so I'm like, I don't want to wreck that one. So, what, voice language? Oh, do I want English dub? Hang on a second. Boop-a-doop-boop-boo. Okay. I think I just want to do English language. Like, that's fine. We can change it, it says, but, like, I don't know. I speak English, and frankly, dubs are perfectly cromulent these days. What is story jump mode? No, new game. We're starting from the beginning, because why would I not? I'm excited. This was my Christmas present from Mr. Explosion. Very excited. Yeah, so let's go. Coffee.
The name's Pikachu.
Oh, Christ, I forgot.
And I'm what you might call a great detective.
I forgot he sounded like that. This little man's would be all about the Panera lemonade that kills you.
Harry and I ran into some trouble on a case. Harry suddenly disappeared, and I'd lost all my memories.
What?
After that, I was wandering the city when I ran into Tim. Somehow, he could understand what I was saying.
Wow.
Our goals were one.
I do appreciate the reminder of the game I never finished.
Because my missing partner just so happened to be Tim's dad.
Whoa.
While we were searching for Harry, we uncovered a series of crimes involving R, a chemical that drove Pokémon berserk.
Uh-oh.
Tim and I managed to solve the case and save Rhyme City. And yet...
we didn't realize that I was his dad.
Harry was still missing.
Sorry, that's spoilers from the movie.
The two of us are still searching for him.
Oh no! Oh, maybe the
Harry. Just where the heck did you go?
In the movie, Harry, like, your dad is Pikachu. I liked the movie a lot.
And so, to promote an even stronger bond between the people and Pokémon of Rhyme City, I hereby proclaim this day the start of Pokémon Friendship Week.
Wake up, dingus.
To commemorate this event, we present this award to Tim Goodman and Pikachu, who saved...
Harry!
Great detective known for his bolts of brilliance.
Pika? Oh, Pikachu, I'm sorry. I guess that's a sign I better wrap this speech up, eh?
Oh, that's right. Only wearing his iconic red hoodie.
You couldn't have picked a worse time to doze off.
This is great.
Sorry. Now then, due to the R incident of...
Okay, so it's been 2 years since the original.
Began to doubt Rhyme City's motto, coexistence with Pokemon.
Who is this,
To those of you who were affected, I offer you my deepest...
pink-haired friend up in the front? I mean, she appears on the box. So I assume she's gonna be important. Oh, what is that? Slices through the sky on metal wings.
It's coming this way.
Sir, follow me.
Oh my god. The fucking...
Everyone, get inside right away.
Okay, so you got 2 electric types right there. Do something.
What the heck is going on?
Could it be? Or?
Don't think so. Its behavior is different.
What about L?
It's all right. Just calm down.
Oh, he took my hat.
Pikachu.
Lousy Corviknight. It just made off with my signature hat.
My dad gave you that hat.
Yeah, we gotta get it back.
Uh-oh. Why'd he take your hat? You don't know. You know how important that hat is to me, and Corviknight just flew off with it. What a mess. Let's go get it back. Huh? What's that? Hey, Tim, over here. Go to Pikachu. Aha.
Look, this must be the notebook the mayor dropped. Oh, there's something inside. A family photo? This girl looks familiar. Oh, she's the one who didn't look too happy during the mayor's speech.
You damn right she did.
That's my classmate, Rachel. She knows a lot about Pokemon.
Ooh.
Whoa, time out. You know her?
Not carnally.
Now learning this.
We should return this notebook to Mayor Myers. Yeah, but first we gotta deal with Corviknight. Right, let's go, Pikachu. Alright, so let's my pause menu. Ugh, now what do we do? That's... Uh-oh, this doesn't look good. Oh no! A regular sight in Rhyme City's parks.
Oh,
Is that Pidove unconscious? Don't touch it. Moving this Pokemon could injure it. Hey, you big guy. What happened to Pidove? Well, I'm at a loss. Nothing we've tried so far is working. Hey, can you even hear me? You, could your Pikachu's Pika chatter and evacuate the area? Oh, what is on his chest? Oh no, can hear how healthy you are. Oh no, sweet baby. I need to track down Corvin and get this area evacuated, but I can't just leave this Pidove here. Hey, what happened? Calm down, Pikachu. To everyone else, you're just saying Pika. I'm the only one who understands what you're saying. Oh, right. Sorry. Got a little worked up seeing Pidove in such bad shape. Okay, Tim. It's on you to ask the big guy what went down. Excuse me, what happened here? Huh? Oh, you're that young detective. Yes, I'm Tim Goodman, and this is my partner, Pikachu. Will Butler, Pokemon Protection Bureau, and this is Odd-Nose with the Police Department's Rescue Squad. Oh, no. I'll spare you the details. Right now, we need to help this Pidove. All that wind Corviknight whipped up blew it around and knocked it out. Odd-Nose used a move to help Pidove recover, but it still hasn't woken up. Oh, no. Chief, no civilian injuries to report at this time. Copy that. Great work. Now, I really should get back to leading the evacuation, but I just can't leave Pidove here unconscious. You want to clear out of here too, young detective. Mr. Butler, let us help you take care of Pidove. We'll find a way to wake it up. Yeah, let a couple of great detectives handle this. You? This is an emergency situation, one that requires my full attention. Maybe I should let you help. Alright, I'll leave waking this Pidove up to you. I'm counting on you, young detective. Yes, sir. Let's go, Pikachu. Okay. Huh? Hey, why don't we talk to those other Pidove? Sure, let's give it a shot. Hold on a sec, Tim. Before we talk to these guys, there's something I need to tell you. Yeah? What is it? Cases don't just pop up when it's convenient for us. I don't gotta tell you that, right? Right. And it's been a good long while since our last case. Well, that's true. So let's hit pause and jog our memories of how we go about investigating a case. We'll do this one by the book, alright? If you say so. Tim, this is our first investigation in a long time. Fortunately, Pidove's injuries are already healed. All we gotta do is find a way to wake it up. Some might call it coincidence, but me? I call it an opportunity for detective work tutorial. Perfect, right? I suppose. Let's refresh our memory and make sure... Use a Pokeflute, that's... Okay, got it. First, let's quickly go over how we investigate. I talk to the Pokemon, and I talk to the people. Together, the two of us will gather evidence and take testimonies from people and Pokemon and piece them all together to solve the case. Yep, that's how we do it. Exactly. Okay, this round of questioning is all yours, Pikachu. Sure thing, here I go. Ah. My tooth is like... It's a little sore. Hey, Pidove, can I talk to you? I'm guessing you're pals with that unconscious Pidove. Mind if I ask you a couple questions? Ooh. It says their friend's taking a nap and won't wake up. So thinks that unconscious Pidove is just sleeping? Woohoo! You really love the smell of... Wait, huh? What's that got to do with anything? Woohoo! Nice strong aroma makes the sleepy times go away. That's what it's saying. You'd think these Pidove would be more concerned with their unconscious friend instead of chirping about some smell. I'm gathering there's a certain aroma that Pidove are really into. Guess that's all we're gonna get. Maybe we should question some of the other Pidove around here. Hey, Tim. Come here for a sec. Ah, consulting Pikachu. If you get stuck during your investigation and see the light bulb icon in the lower left eye corner of the screen, you can press the left button to consult Pikachu and get a hint. What's the left button? Oh. I'm a little curious about what that Pidove was saying. Yeah, his friend is unconscious, but all it wanted to talk about was an aroma it likes. Yep. Nice strong aroma makes the sleepy times go away. That's all I could get out of it. Aroma, sleepy times, go away. Wait, what if I was talking about using some kind of scent? And what if that scent could wake up its friend? That's it, Tim. If we can find the strong aroma those Pidove were chirping about, maybe it'll wake up their unconscious friend. That's what I'm thinking. It's worth a shot at least. But how are we going to find a scent like that? There might be some Pokemon who haven't evacuated yet. Maybe we can ask them. That reminds me. Listen up, Tim. If you're having trouble during an investigation, you can call out to me at any time. I can give you advice discreetly so no one else notices. Of course, you can also just mull things over on your own. But if you get stuck, it might be a good idea to take a break or retrace your steps. That's important too. Okay. Okay, here we go. Talked to you already. Oh, a Magnemite. Hey, buddy. Also, hi, Karen. Wait a minute, just bring him to a Pokemon side? Yeah, I that's my thought. A little jolt from Magnemite here just might be what it needs to wake up. Well, here's the thing. It's been healed. It's just unconscious, and they want to wake it up. Yeah, you can't use your moves, so you'd have to ask Magnemite to do the jolting for you. Let's not go there. You know I'd use my moves if I could. Oh, I'll tell you what the problem is. We've got a Pidove that won't wake up. I was thinking one of your electric-type moves could jolt it awake, though probably only as a last resort. Oh, you'd be willing to help us out? Thanks. If all else fails, we'll hit you up for an electrifying assist. Okay. What about you up there? Or can't talk to you over there. We don't got... Oh, Jesus Christ! Hi!
No.
Oh god, why is Xatu the size of a fucking person? That's Xatu. I can never tell what it's staring at or what it might be thinking. But that's the sort of Pokemon who's probably got all kinds of incredible knowledge. I don't know about that, but let's try asking if he knows anything about how to wake up Pidove. Way ahead of you. Hey, Xatu! Can you hear me? Hey! We got a Derek for 35 months. Thank you so much, friend. It is so good to see you. I hope you are well. Friends, if you got some explosions in the chat, you know what to do. Also, dang, 35 months? Good, good, good. I am happy to hear that. I'm very happy to hear that. It's not saying anything. I'm doing all right. Des, hey! We were in it, so I didn't really get to bring it up because I haven't streamed in like a week. We were in a car accident. Oh yeah, we just not necessarily me, but Karen just put in a whole bunch of new emotes, like a whole bunch of new emotes. So check those out. I was in a car accident on Saturday. I'm okay. Michael's okay. That's the important part. My car is in the shop, getting repaired. It will hopefully be okay, but it has just been woof. It's been rough. Oh, I love the party. Maybe I need to floss more? Next to Night Pipe Flame Whooper is fave. Thank you, friends. Oh, it wants peace and quiet while it's sunbathing. It's awfully calm given all the commotion going on. Maybe we try asking someone else. I'm running out of people to ask. Oh, oh God. What? Yo, that sounds awesome. I hope you guys have a great time. Aroma? You're aromatisse, aren't you? What are these pit-offs surrounding you for? Aroma? Oh, they started flocking to it as soon as it got here. These pit-offs have been following aromatisse around? Woohoo! Oh, that'll be... You guys are gonna have so much fun. Please take like 1 billion pictures and safe travels and all that. And I'm so excited for you. You're asking to make the nice aroma? Ooh. Are these pit-offs just like... Oh, hell yeah. Oh, you're gonna have a great time. I'm so hype. Hurry up, make the nice aroma. Aroma! The pit-off are really getting on its nerves. Seems like these pit-off are all drawn to a scent that aromatisse emits. Which means aromatisse might be able to help us wake up the unconscious pit-off. Good thinking, Pikachu. Let's ask if aromatisse is willing to help us out. We got another resub. We got Max for 16 months. Thank you so much. Explosions in the chat. Add Astra applesauce, dude. Oh man, I've heard the San Diego Zoo is great. I love zoos though, so. Hey there, aromatisse. We could use some help. Aromatisse? It'll help us out if we can get these pit-offs to stop following it around. Fair enough. Let's talk to the pit-off. I just hope they understand us. At least I have no snacks in the house. No, that's terrible. Okay, I too fucking love zoos and aquariums. We were maybe going to go to the National Zoo last year, but we ended up having to cancel the trip. So maybe that's something we could do for a long weekend. Or not the National Zoo. We did the National Zoo. We have not done the National Aquarium. Yeah, no, it's storming real bad up here too, Max. Go! Sorry to ask you this. Would you move, somewhere else? Hey, now's not the time to stop and smell the aromas. We're trying to help your friend here. Say, guess what? Pretty soon, aromatisse is gonna go make lots of nice aromas right over there. Cool. They're on board with the nice aromas over there plan. Hypersexual animals comes out when I go to zoos and aquariums. Oh, they were so fun. They are something that I have always loved. So I respect that. I'm trying to remember the last one we went to. I know we did the New York Aquarium not too long ago, the one on Coney Island. And it was cute. It was not big. But it was definitely lovingly maintained, and they had just, like, fully reopened when we went there. But, oh my god, please take, like, 1 billion pictures, and oh, I hope you have the best time ever. Okay, so they will move. The Atlanta Aquarium slaps, okay? The Atlanta Aquarium is one of, like, the top 3 I've ever been to. They have fucking whale sharks. Love them. Aromatri should be willing to help us out now, right? It's happy to lend a hand. Psh. Man, you snooze, you lose. Great, let's take Aromatisse back to the square. Okay, Aromatisse, here's the pit of. Please help it. Do the thing. Yay!
Glad that worked.
You still need your hat, buddy. Oh no. Oh, Max, no. Pinup's awake. I know. Wow, Aromatisse's scent is nice. But it's kind of like a really strong perfume. I don't get why the Pinup like it so much. Glad you're enjoying it. Yep, you were a huge help, Aromatisse. Thanks. That dude is swole. Excellent work, young detective. That perked Pinup right up. I didn't even consider getting help from the other Pokemon in the area. Oh yeah, come to think of it, a police officer was calling this big guy Chief. Bar a cop. I wonder why. How about you ask him and find out? About you, Mr. Butler. Yes, I'm Will Butler, Chief of the PPB. The PPB? We're an organization dedicated to protecting the Pokemon of Rhyme City. The Pokemon Protection Bureau. So it's kind of like the police, but focused on Pokemon? I didn't know we had something like that. Is this the adventures of Tim, Pikachu, and the Muscle Man? February near Tugs and Baraka. The Bureau only recently started its official operations. At the moment, we're borrowing office space at the Rhyme City Police Station and cooperating with the police. We were dispatched to provide security, but, well, just look at what happened. I can't believe what a fiasco this big occurred on my watch. It's honestly an embarrassment. About the Pokemon Protection Bureau. We were formed 2 years ago in response to the infamous R incident, a case you two solved. Back then, Pokemon-related disturbances were happening all over the city. The human and Pokemon residents of Rhyme City were deeply affected by that. Mayor Myers was so shaken by what occurred, he took it upon himself to create the PPB as a countermeasure. He wanted to make sure crimes involving Pokemon, like the R incident, would never happen again. That's why this organization exists. Isn't keeping the peace the police's job, though? In the past few years, Rhyme City has seen a concerning rise in the number of reported incidents and accidents. The police are struggling to handle so many incidents, including those involving Pokemon. But now the police can protect the human population of Rhyme City while the PPB protects the Pokemon. By dividing up the work, we can keep everyone safe. Ah, so that's why the PPB was formed. Just what I'd expect from Rhyme City. Howard really is looking out for us Pokemon, huh? By the way, young detective, I was watching your investigation earlier and couldn't help but notice. Were you explaining things to Pikachu? Huh? Oh no, Max. Stay inside. But they... That's like, so our accident was basically, it happened because somebody hydroplaned into us. So yeah, not a big fan of that. Huh? I don't think Pikachu understands what you're telling him, though. Unless the two of you can... I'm not actually talking to him. It's more like getting advice. No, that's not it. It's... Oh, I get it. You talk to Pikachu to organize your thoughts. Interesting way to form your deductions, if you ask me. Yeah, that's it. Well, we do understand each other, actually. Phew, that was close. I thought he'd caught on to us. Be careful. Usually folks wouldn't believe we can talk to one another. Whoa! Ah! Uh-oh. Oh, this motherfucker?
Come on, let's chase it down.
Sir. Oh.
Yeah, I am very thankful that it wasn't worse. What I keep telling myself about the multiple incidents that I've been in over the past couple of years, but I am very thankful that it wasn't worse. It's Corviknight again! Hey, give me back my hat, would ya? The Chief went after Corviknight in his patrol car. That Corviknight still has my hat! Let's follow it. App. Those are Pokemon cries. Sound like they're coming from the direction Corviknight flew off in. Let's go check it out. I think he went this way. Maybe he didn't fly this way. Maybe he went this way. Well, considering this is the only way...
Oh.
Whoa! Pikachu, look! Well, how do you like those apples? They're scattered all over the place. What a mess. Is this a tree? And it's growing here? It's kind of weird, unless what? No, this is definitely weird. It's not, it's a freaking Alolan Executor. Come on, man. Oh, it's a little Applin! Wow, that sounded terrifying. App! It's dangerous here, Applin. You should find somewhere that's safe. App! That's odd. It doesn't seem like it wants to leave. Let's talk to it. About you. I haven't seen any Applin in the city before. Where'd you come from? App. Oh, you go to sleep in a wooden crate and when you wake up you're always someplace new? So the apple vendor travels to different locations and this Applin gets carried along. This Applin's like, whatever, I do what I want. The apple vendor probably doesn't know about this Applin. Apple. Something suddenly shook it awake a moment ago. I'll bet that was Corviknight. Same goes for these crates getting toppled over. I don't see the apple vendor. They must have evacuated the area. What happened? App. So the wooden crate shook, you got thrown out, and that's when you realized your friends were missing? You got separated? Then let's help find his friends. Good thinking. How many friends were with you? App. 2? Okay, got it. From what Applin said, I think I get what's going on here. But as much as I'd like to go get my hat back from Corviknight, we can't just abandon a Pokemon in need of our help. Yeah, what kind of great detectives would we be if we didn't lend a helping hand or two along the way? Okay, should we investigate the fallen apples over there? I'd be happy to if there wasn't a tree in the way. Something about it seems odd to me. Maybe we should investigate that first. Eggs!
Whoa! This tree's an Executor!
No shit, Sherlock. Towering tropical Pokemon. Wait, isn't this an Alolan Executor? I'd never seen one before, so I didn't even realize that. What's it doing here in Rhyme City? Why don't we ask and get some other questions in while we're at it? I can't investigate until it moves anyway. Hey, Executor, over here, look down by your feet. What's this? Whoa, don't all talk at once. How about this, Executor? I'll tell you which head should answer. Sound good? Oops, forgot to say which head. Tim, Pikachu, are you saying that a Alolan Executor isn't allowed to go on vacation away from its normal vacation spot? That's messed up, bruh. Hey, you, middleest head. Why are you here? Eggs. Guess it's been traveling around with the apple vendor. That explains why it's here in Rhyme City. Hey, Brighthead, tell me what happened here. Eggs. Corviknight came flying through and when you tried to dodge it, you bumped into the fruit stand? I knew it. By the way, have you seen a hat? Corviknight took mine. Eggs. Guess it happened too suddenly for you to tell. Oh well. Left head, we got a favor to ask. Egg. Sorry, but we want to search through those apples scattered behind you. Could you please scooch over a bit? Egg. course they can't. Oh, there we go. Oh, good. It moved for us. Now we can investigate the scene. Investigate the crime scene. This is where all the apples got scattered around. Let the investigating begin. Oh, I see one. 2 missing applin. That's right. There's a lot of apples here, so try not to overlook them, okay? Look, an applin. I found one. App. Have you been sitting still pretending to be an apple this whole time? That must take a whole lot of patience. App. Patiently staying still is one of your talents? Impressive. That Corviknight got you wrapped up in quite the mess, though, didn't it? Your friend is waiting for you. Okay, not there. I feel like the one was really easy, and the other one was not really easy. There are apples everywhere. I don't see any applin. At this point, these apples are only good for making juice or jam or something. I'd still eat them, bruises and all. Well, I know I searched pretty thoroughly. I still don't see my hat or the other applin, though. Where could it be? Oh, it's back there. It's behind a crate. Oh, my hat. My hat. Corviknight dropped it. Could have sworn it wasn't here earlier. Anyway, just glad to have it back. And I guess the other applin is going to be under the hat.
This was a real pain. Hey, get back here. The heck?
Hey, quit playing around.
Hey, I'm not playing at all. My hat keeps moving on its own.
That's ridiculous, Pikachu.
Oh. Oh my god.
See? Told you so.
Executor.
Oh my god.
Guess I've gotta go get it.
Guess so.
Climb Executor!
Well, Tim, lift me up.
Okay. You alright? Don't hurt yourself.
Please, this'll be nothing.
Oh god, I got a button mash to make sure Pikachu can stay on the dam. This is extremely stupid, but I love it. Those little Pete's. It's a good thing I'm really good at hitting A. Oh god, if this was on the 3DS still, that would be extremely difficult.
Fine, I got you back.
Bloop! Oh my god! Button mashing on the 3DS version to protect a Pikachu wasn't fun. I thought I was gonna break my 3DS. Oh no! Pikachu, it's an applin! Whoa! Are you okay? Fine and dandy. Nice catch, by the way. Are the applin okay, too? Yep, they all seem happy to be reunited. Good, glad they're alright. So one of them was wearing my hat, huh? Seeing it move on its own really threw me for a loop. I'm sure Corviknight dropped the hat mid-flight and just happened to fall on top of applin. So this is 2 years after the first game, apparently. Oh yeah, hey Tim, where's my hat? Don't worry, I've got it. At the end of the day, I'm just glad I didn't lose my hat.
Yeesh, that was a hassle. Now that's more like it.
Yeah, you look like yourself again.
Thanks, Tim. Harry gave me this hat to commemorate our partnership.
The awards ceremony will resume shortly. We ask that all participants please return to the venue at this time.
I guess we better hurry back.
Okie dokie.
Corviknight. I'll let it off the hook just this once.
Ah. Oh man, the rain is really coming down now.
Great work. Thank you. And you as well, Pikachu.
Yep.
Oh, well, he
can't
says he's
say
20 in
enough.
this game?
Rhyme City owes you a debt of gratitude for your efforts. We strive
Ooh,
for
pardon me.
coexistence between people and Pokémon in our fair city. And you two are the ideal detective
He
duo.
looked like he was 18 in the original game. He looks like a small
On
child.
behalf of
Thank
the
you.
city, I am pleased to present you with this medal.
Ooh, shiny.
Thank you, Mayor Myers. I'm honored.
Of course, you get one too, Pikachu.
Pika.
Yeah, I'm the great detective.
Oh my god, what a dweeb.
Pika to you too, little hero. Both of you, keep up that great work.
Way to go, Tim!
Congratulations, hon.
And now about that Corviknight. Pikachu is very hard-boiled. What about the notebook we took from the mayor dropped? Later that evening, at Tim's apartment...
Tim, I was so proud of you today.
I like how Mom's got, like, the Princess
You're amazing,
Peach.
Tim.
Aww.
You think so?
Everyone knows all about the amazing work you two have done. There was the Eevee abduction case, the fossil stealing spree.
And
The coffee maker looks like Ice Cube! Oh my god, look at that!
They even made a movie based on the R case.
You were
Yeah,
black in
I
it
thought
though,
that
it was a little
movie
different.
Pretty good. But how come Mom and me didn't even show up in it?
I have no idea, but movies usually do their own thing.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
I
funny.
guess. Oh, by the way, I've been meaning to ask you something. This is Dad's Pikachu, right?
Oh my god, you're right!
Yeah.
That is the
He's
black
my
market
partner
dealer
for
guy
long
from
time.
Persona 5.
I see.
Whoa, whoa. What's with all the staring?
He saved your dad from trouble many times.
So I love the concept of the Persona games, but I just do not have that kind of time to dedicate to a
Pikachu,
game.
The news is about to start.
And I was very glad to
Maybe
see
there's an update on
watch
that
Michael
Corviknight.
play it, basically.
Yeah.
Oh. Check the TV.
Yep.
This is your first time in Rhyme City, right, Sophia? Uh-huh. It's so busy and fun. I'm glad I came. That Corviknight surprised me, though. I'm glad you and Mom are okay. We interrupt your regularly scheduled programming to bring you this breaking news. Oh, what's going on?
According to amateur footage we've received from a viewer, Pokémon appear to have caused an explosion. This
Uh-oh.
explosion occurred in the mountain range northeast of Rhyme City.
Uh-oh.
This may be related
That's
to
a fucking Mewtwo!
incidents involving Pokémon. Rhyme City Police and the newly established Pokémon Protection Bureau are investigating.
Oh, shit.
Amelia Christie signing off.
Hey, Tim, did you catch that?
It is, so, yeah, it's a very hefty story. It's very good.
Same here.
Like, I think Michael absolutely put, like, 80 plus hours into it, and he didn't do everything.
Dad's alive, and we'll be able to find him as long as we don't give up.
Now, okay, I liked the movie.
Yeah.
I liked the movie a
Two
lot.
is still our
So,
only connection to
where'd
finding
my
Harry.
tissues go? I lost my freaking
Whispering
tissues.
to
Oh,
Pikachu,
they're
are
under
you?
a doll.
You're just like your father, talking to Pokemon like that.
The movie was good. I would recommend it.
It's been 2 years since the R incident. Since then, we've solved all kinds of cases. The mayor even gave us an award for it. I guess we'll talk to Pikachu and understand him. If the two of us keep solving cases together,
Maybe
I'm
we'll
sure
find
we'll
my
find
dad.
someday.
Now, in the movie, Pikachu was your dad. So we'll see if that happens here. The H incident. Listen, if it was the H incident, we could use the emote, and that would be very funny. The day after the award ceremony. Rhyme City. Oh, a Whimsicott. And a Maractus?
Whoa, that's a lot of Whimsicott.
Sure is. They ride through on seasonal winds every year.
I hear they can be real pranksters.
Oh,
They
look
get
at
in a
that.
house they like. They scatter cotton everywhere.
Sounds like a pain to clean up.
Look at how cute they are. Oh my god. They're so stinking cute.
The sweet smell of coffee is calling my name.
It's the perfect Pikachu bait.
So far, I've been enjoying this one. It's been pretty straightforward, but... Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Inspector Holiday, did you finally find my dad?
Sorry. No. I'm here on a different case. We've received reports of a jewel theft.
Ooh.
Could you lend me a hand with this one?
Of course.
The incident occurred at the dentist residence, the mansion down the street.
Ooh.
Sorry, but Brad is waiting for me. I'll go ahead and meet up with you there.
So much for my coffee.
Ha 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 ha.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's go, Pikachu. Wait a second, Tim. What for? There's no need to rush. You've got to be calm and unhurried if you want to do your best investigating. Yeah, I guess that's true. Ah. Ah, okay.
Tim, look, I know we need to hurry.
But I want a
Really
coffee.
hurry when you're relaxed a bit. For instance... Oh, here's a good
But I did have a
idea.
Pokemon fanfic idea that explored the idea. Hey, you all know the story of the trainers that leave home to challenge the elite form, what the ordinary people who decide to... That would be fun. Like, I like the concept of working within an established universe, right? Like, that there you don't necessarily need to talk to, like, I don't know, Team Rocket. Just working within the established universe of Pokemon is pretty cool. Okay, so now we go. Oh, what? Why are you guys fighting? Oh, look at the Indeedee. I don't know where he went. Oh. Oh no, Hariyama's facing off against Poliwrath again. Why does he act out like this? He's usually so gentle. Something wrong? My partner Hariyama loves showing off his strength, especially when he contests it against someone else's. And since Poliwrath is proud of its muscles, Hariyama considers it his rival. Once they start going at it, it's hard to stop them. Yikes, guess we better avoid that alley for now. That's one way of invisible fencing me. Great job, Maractus. Your dancing is so cute. From the top. 1, 2, 1, 2. Maracaveka. Oh. In my story, the main character becomes a guidance counselor for the Pokemon Trainer School in Ecruteak City, and the whole story is like a procedural style show where he helps solve the issues of the many students who go to the school while dealing with his own. Hey, that sounds cute and fun, actually. There we go.
Tim!
I appreciate you coming on such short notice, Tim. This way, the crime took place at the dentist residence up ahead. His walk cycle is stupid. That walk cycle was extremely stupid. Oh, I guess it's this.
Well, 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 if it isn't the great detectives.
I don't like this guy already. Never had any interest in becoming a trainer himself, he always had interest in raising Pokemon in a different way. while, Brad. I see you're on the case, too. I suppose that means you are as well. You private detectives do love sticking your noses into every little thing. If Mr. Dennis hadn't requested you personally, I'd be asking you to leave right now. Yep, he's still a jerk. Think he's still holding a grudge from that time we showed him up? Marnak. He says no funny business. Sheesh, no wonder you two were partners. That's enough, Brad. We're going to be conducting this investigation together. This is the scene of the crime, right? Yes, this mansion belongs to Sanjeev Dennis, a jeweler. Mr. Dennis is one of the wealthiest men in Rhyme City. Under normal circumstances, a civilian like yourself would never have the opportunity to meet him. Make sure you don't do anything to offend him. Oh, and don't get in the way of our investigation either. He's just gotta get a dig in somewhere, doesn't he? Okay, Tim, come inside. I think this guy's a big old dildo. Ooh, the first case, the missing jewel. Wow.
I see.
All right, Tim. Mr. Dennis is waiting for you in the room to the right. I would love to. Thanks, Inspector Holliday.
Here I am. You called for me?
Oh, God.
Huh? It's nothing? Oh, you just felt like calling my name?
What is this? That's so silly. Okay.
Oh, Tim, I've been waiting for you.
What is that voice? What is that voice? What is that voice? Oh, that Growly is so sad. My name is Sanjeev Dennis. I'm a jeweler, and this is my partner, Growlithe. Wow. I'm Detective Tim Goodman, and this is my partner, Pikachu. Sorry to jump right into it. Could you please tell us what you know about the incident?
Oh.
Precious jewel was stolen while I was out of the house. It's called the Aurora Drop, and it's a very rare jewel indeed. The Aurora Drop? What a mysterious name. Magical, even. Oh no, Max. The thief injured one of my staff members and made off with the jewel. Oh. Hopefully he talks again. Thankfully, my staff member's injuries were minor, and yet... something sticking out to you is odd? Well, the police are targeting my trusted butler as the prime suspect. They think the butler did it? Could you tell me a bit more about the stolen jewel? It looks like this. Most gemstones must first be cut and polished into beautiful jewels, but the Aurora Drop is said to have naturally formed into its shape. The way it shines looks a bit like an aurora. Yes, that's precisely how it got its name. The Aurora Drop has been the subject of many a tale, but it was thought to be nothing more than fiction. Even among us jewelers, for the longest time, we just called it the Jewel of Legend. Wow, he wasn't kidding when he called it precious. Guess it's no surprise that somebody wanted to steal it. Definitely sounds valuable. Where were you displaying it? I kept it securely locked within a special reinforced case inside my jewel storage room. There are locks on both the storage room door and the reinforced case. And yet, despite all that security, it still got stolen? You mentioned that the police already have a suspect. Yes, they believe that the thief is my own trusted butler, Barnes. Why do they think that? Because Barnes and I are the only people who can access the key to the storage room. What's keeping someone else from getting to it? The key is always kept around Growlithe's neck. Right? It's the bootleg Barney the dinosaur. If anyone but Barnes or myself attempted to take it from her, Growlithe would start barking. My Growlithe is a very loyal Pokemon. She would never allow the key to be taken by a stranger. I don't see a key around Growlithe's neck right now. The police think Barnes took it. That would certainly make sense, assuming Barnes really is the culprit. Mr. Dennis, if possible, I'd like to talk with Barnes. He's currently being questioned by the police. But you don't believe Barnes is the thief, is that correct? I've known Barnes since we were young. He's worked in this home for years and has always served us well. I'm certain that he'd never steal from me. And I couldn't possibly imagine him hurting anyone. So you're saying Barnes didn't do it and the real culprit is still at large? That's right, someone else must have stolen the jewel. Please help me prove that Barnes is innocent. So that's why he called us here, to clear his butler's name. We'll talk to Barnes later. So finding the Aurora drop and clearing Barnes of suspicion. Those are the 2 things you called us here to do? Could you please? You're the only ones I can count on. I don't want to take his Growlithe. The Growlithe is his friend. And, like, this isn't real life. I can actually have empathy for a rich person in a game. Our job is to investigate the case and reveal the truth. We won't know if Barnes is truly innocent until we look into this more. Yeah, the police must have at least some reason to suspect him. But we'll do what we can. If that's acceptable to you, we'll take the case. That's more acceptable. Thank you, Tim. Great. In that case, may I start investigating the scene of the crime? Of course, the jewel storage room is just upstairs. I know you won't let me down. We should probably talk to Pete to frickin'... Wait a second, Tim. There's something I want to try starting with this case. Something you want to try? Yeah, a case notebook. The writers for Detective Journal swear by it. Detective Journal? That's the magazine you're always reading, right? Yeah, that's the one. What if that Barney sounding dude? Wow. If he did it, then I retract my empathy, but why would he steal it from himself? They researched the most efficient way for detectives to organize their case notes. The solution they came up with was a case notebook. Sounds intriguing. How does it work? I'm getting to that. First, open up your notebook. Okay. First, let's write in the notebook any burning questions that arise while we're investigating. We'll summarize the testimony and evidence that we've gathered during our investigation on the page below. After we've collected enough testimonies and evidence, the begin deducing option will appear. Oh no, Max. Famicom Detective Club is a game that I really want to play, but I cannot bring myself to pay the price for it. When you select this, we can start deducing the answers to our questions. And also, I want a physical copy. I hate buying games of substance that are that expensive and digital only. We don't have enough testimonies or evidence right now, but once we do, we'll be able to start deducing. I guess actually using the notebook is the best approach. So Tim, what do we have to do right now? We have to collect evidence and testimonies to figure out how the jewel was stolen. To do that, we first have to investigate the scene of the crime. That's right, let's go check out the jewel storage room. Oh, yeah. Well, you know what the worst part was, Max? It was in Japan. It was literally released on physical only in Japan, and that makes me so mad. But it was full price. Which also sucks. Currently being searched by the police. Okay. Ah, okay. Oh. Jewel storage room has been left exactly as it was at the time of the incident. Inspector Holliday's already filled me in. Please go right ahead.
Yes.
Thank you. Oh, Whimsicott, eh? This is not group playing The Girl Who Stands Behind via translating to Japanese on an emulator. We were so hyped to see it remade. Aww. What is it, Pikachu? I checked out the door, but there are no signs of forced entry. Then we can be fairly certain that the thief used a key to get in. According to Dennis, this room's where the Aurora drop used to be. Let's take a closer look. A green jewel. Amazing stories. Wish they would have made more of those games released in anime adaptation. Ugh, that sounds so good. What a beautiful jewel. It's so clear and sparkly. Absolutely brilliant. This one's a blue jewel. It's a deep blue like the ocean. It's kind of a magical feeling to it. It's a red jewel. What a vibrant red, like boiling hot lava. It's almost too bright to look at. area looks more disturbed than the rest. Let's start investigating. We might find a clue. Alright, don't let any details slip past you, Tim. Well, for starters... remakes are a lot more realistic in their depiction of stuff. Their missing airheads and scenes are definitely push the T rating. Oh.
Oh?
Here's a blue feather. Do you think the Pokemon it belonged to was in this room? Maybe it's from a Pokemon that lives in the mansion. Let's look into that later. There's some cotton on the ground. It looks really fluffy and soft. Oh, oh wow, okay. Good to know. What's a bunch of cotton doing in here? Base of the jewel case is firmly fixed to the floor. Yeah, moving the base doesn't even look possible. This is the only case that's damaged. I think it might be the Whimsicott. Must be where they kept the Aurora drop. The edge looks like it was sliced clean with a blade. What kind of blade could slice this cleanly through such a sturdy jewel case? The jewel case is still locked. Like Dennis said, the jewel in this case was stored under lock and key. And the key to the case is a different key than the one to the jewel storage room door. I wonder who has that key then. That looks like part of the jewel case. Based on the shape, do you think the top half of the case was cut off? Yeah, it looks that way. It's a really clean cut. Yeah, right? Slicing it must have taken one seriously sharp blade. I doubt a human could pull that off.
Right.
We've covered everything I was wondering about. Any other spots you want to check?
Okay, let's start deducing.
Begin deduce. You've probably figured out how the culprit stole the jewel by now, huh? Alright, select begin deducing in your case notebook.
Okay.
We have a few plausible theories. Which do you think is right? Culprit hasn't actually stolen the jewel yet. No. Culprit cut open the case and stole the jewel. Culprit unlocked the case and stole the jewel. No. Cut open the case.
Okay.
From what we've seen at the crime scene, we can tell that the jewel case was sliced open. After that, the Aurora drop was removed from the case and taken away. Right, and we saw that the jewel case was still locked, which supports that claim. We still need to investigate more to determine how the case was sliced open, but at least now we know how the thief got their hands on the Aurora drop. Yeah, we've made our first step forward. Alright.
Okay.
You understand how to use the case notebook now? Yep, once I've got some evidence, I'll start deducing. Feel free to start deducing whenever you feel like it. After investigating the scene, we now know how the crime was carried out. We can be certain that the culprit sliced open the case and took the jewel from inside. But there's just one thing that's strange. Oh yeah? Yeah, think, Tim. What's strange about the way the crime was committed? The glass was cut, but the door wasn't. That's right, so that means the thief only had one of the keys, the one to the storage room. They didn't have the key to the jewel case. According to Mr. Dennis, only he and Barnes can access the jewel storage room. I understand why the police suspect Barnes, but I'm not so sure. Obviously, it'd be best if we could talk to Barnes ourselves, but he's still being questioned. We need to ask Mr. Dennis about the lock on the jewel case. Right, after we wrap up here, let's go ask him. How's the investigation going, Tim? Oh, Mr. Dennis! Sorry, I couldn't stand just waiting around. Have you discovered anything? It does appear that the culprit used the storage room key to gain entry. We believe they then cut open the jewel case and took the Aurora drop. Is that so? I suppose that doesn't help Barnes much since he has access to the key. I have a question for you, Mr. Dennis. Who has the key to the jewel case? I have it right here. I always carry the key to the jewel case on my person. I've known Barnes a very long time, but I still won't give him this key. Okay. Security of the jewel case is my personal responsibility. Got it. So both Barnes and Dennis can access the key to the jewel storage room. But only Mr. Dennis has access to the key to the jewel case itself. That's valuable information, Mr. Dennis. Thank you. Really? I thought I might be getting in the way, but glad to hear that I could help. The Aurora Drop is meant to be a symbol of revival for Rhyme City. Anyway, I'm counting on you, Tim. A symbol of revival? Let's ask Dennis about that later. Ah. The thief cut open the case to steal the jewel, but they had the key to get into the storage room. The only people who have access to that key are Dennis and Barnes, so it makes sense that the police would suspect Barnes. If the key hadn't been used to unlock the storage room, Barnes wouldn't be under suspicion in the first place. Why would he do that, knowing people would suspect him? Maybe he didn't think that far ahead. In any case, based on what we found at the scene of the crime, we can't be certain of anything just yet. We need to talk to Barnes and the other people in the mansion and hear what they have to say. Not just the people, the Pokemon too. I'll interpret for you when we talk to them. Alright, I'm counting on you, Pikachu. Okay, now that we've got our next steps figured out, let's start interviewing everyone right away.
Okay.
Okay.
Whoa.
Alright, so shouldn't I...
Okay.
Okay. Floor by the window. Should we check it out? Did Barnes & Noble do it? No, I think it was Borders. Blue feathers.
Oh.
What's all this? Pokemon feathers? Sure looks like it. They're scattered all over the floor and the window's open. Maybe a Pokemon got in or out through here? Do you think it has anything to do with this case? Look at this. Okay, we can't go in there. Let's go downstairs and see who we can talk to down there.
Hello there, Detective Tim. Oh, I mean, Detective Goodman?
Yo, this looks like the guy on Instagram that is like a nerd in the daylight and then he does like camera lighting tricks and he's this like really ripped guitar guy. I was just talking about him at least. Wait, you are the detective, right? That's what Mr. Dennis said at least. Wait, that's not proper enough. My name's Larry Turner and I'm a member of the house staff. House staff, huh? Seems in over his head. If you need anything, just let me know. I mean, please inform me if... You really don't have to be so formal with us. Thanks, that's a huge relief. I got this job a while ago, but I'm still not used to talking all fancy. Uh-oh, is that a problem? Well, it's a good thing for me that Barnes deals with all the important guests. My main duties are taking care of the Pokemon, managing the house, and groundskeeping. I can handle all that, no problem. I don't know, this guy isn't exactly filling me with confidence in his ability to do the job. Anyway, you want to ask about what happened, right? I mean, I already told the police everything I know. I'm really sorry for taking up more of your time. Oh, sorry, that's not what I meant. I'm not complaining or anything. It's just that I don't remember what happened very well. Oh, is he the one that got hit? Oh, he's the one that got hit. Something attacked me out of nowhere and I blacked out. Something attacked him? So not the thief then. Can you please tell us more about that, Mr. Turner? Sure, no problem. Right, so where to start? I was just doing my job like normal today. I'd made food for the Pokemon, did some cleaning around the mansion, that sort of thing. I think I was tidying the garden when it happened. I saw Ducklet fly out of a second-story window. That must be the feathers. As I recall, I wondered where she was going. I mean, usually Ducklet just walks out the front door. It seemed weird to me, so I went upstairs to see what was going on. That's when I saw that the door to the jewel storage room was wide open. As if that wasn't shocking enough, the moment I went to look inside, I suddenly got punched by a Pokemon. The next thing I knew, I was lying on a sofa and someone was treating my wounds. A Pokemon punched you? Yeah, I feel like I glimpsed a small red figure for just a moment. Based on the size, it couldn't have been human, so I'm guessing it was a Pokemon? A red Pokemon? Do you know what kind it was? I'm really not sure. It all happened so fast. Sounds like a Sharkadet. I see. I'm so sorry that happened to you. Or a Caesar. But I'm glad you weren't seriously hurt. That's what the doctor said too. No Pokemon would want to steal the Aurora Drop. It's possible the culprit ordered their partner Pokemon to swipe the jewel and punch out Turner. So Tim, now that you've heard Turner's story, what do you think? We need to find the duckling that flew out the window and that red Pokemon too. Yep, you got it.
Excuse me?
Did you see anything else when the Pokemon attacked you? The thief who brought the Pokemon along was probably nearby. Unfortunately, that's all I saw. I see. Can you think of any other details that might give us a clue about the culprit? Well, nothing in particular is coming to mind. I mean, Mr. Dennis is such a nice person. I've never heard of anyone holding a grudge against him. And I was really surprised to hear that Barnes is a suspect. You don't think Barnes is responsible? I guess the police must have some reason to suspect him. But honestly, I just can't believe it. Barnes is still showing me the ropes around here. He's a great worker with tons of experience. I mean, if you'd known Barnes before all this, you could never imagine him being a thief. Alright.
Excuse me?
Do you know anything about the stolen jewel? The Aurora Drop? I've never even seen the thing. It's been shut up in that storage room ever since it was brought to the house. Of course, I know it's valuable and all. I assume that's what's been causing all the arguments between Mr. and Mrs. Dennis lately. What sort of arguments? What? Oh my god, I just got like a billion notifications at once. What the hell? In case you haven't heard, Mr. Dennis says he's going to donate the Aurora Drop. Seems like Mrs. Dennis is against that plan. They've been fighting about it almost nightly. Every night must really be a point of contention. I guess Mrs. Dennis just doesn't want to give up such a valuable jewel. So the Aurora Drop's been driving a wedge between husband and wife, eh? Sure seems that. In my position, I'm not at liberty to share all the information we've gathered, but if there's anything I can do to help, just let me know. Thank you. What was the situation in the mansion at the time of the incident? We're still looking into that. I'm sure you'll get more direct answer by asking the witnesses themselves. He's right. We should take this one step at a time, gather our own intel. I was told Barnes is the police's prime suspect. Well, the circumstantial evidence certainly seems to be pointing in his direction. He doesn't sound terribly convinced. Does anything strike you as odd? Yes, actually. I can't think of a single motive for Barnes to steal that jewel. He doesn't appear to bear any ill will toward Mr. Dennis, and he's in no trouble financially. That being said, we may uncover a motive in the course of our investigation. But for now, I can't say anything with certainty. Understood. About the Aurora Drop. I hear the Aurora Drop is an incredibly valuable jewel. The Aurora Drop's not just valuable, it's famous throughout the entire jewelry industry. Then there must be plenty of people who'd like to get their hands on it. Could the jewel have been stolen by an intruder? I can't rule out that possibility, but based on current evidence, I'd say the likelihood of burglary is low. About my dad. I'm sorry, I know there's nothing to do with the current case, but want to ask me about Harry? Yes, do the police have any new leads on my father's whereabouts? I'm sorry, Tim, but we haven't made any developments on that front. Oh, well, thanks anyway. I still don't understand it myself. Harry was working on the R case when he went missing, so it stands to reason that if you followed that thread, you'd find Harry too. But the case has been closed and we still don't have a single clue. Seriously, where did Harry disappear to? Don't be discouraged, Tim. Look at how far you've come in the 2 years since you moved to the city in search of your father. You've become such a great detective that the mayor himself recognized you with an award. You'll find Harry, I'm sure of it. And in the meantime, I'll keep offering whatever help I can. Yeah, you're right. Thanks, Inspector Holliday. Oh, we want to talk to Growlithe.
Whoa!
That wasn't intentional. Oh! Oh, that's gotta be his wife.
Yes? You certainly don't look like you're with the police. State your business.
Oh, she's a bitch. Yep. We're detectives. Mr. Dennis asked us to investigate the incident that occurred here. Detectives? Oh, I suppose my husband did say something about that. Your husband? That must mean you're Claudia Dennis, Sanjeev's wife. I'm so sorry to bother you, but do you mind if we ask you some questions? I do mind, actually. I'm going to have to ask you to leave. The case has already been solved. What do you mean? The police said that Barnes is behind all this, so the matter's settled. We've heard that he's under suspicion, yes, but we can't be certain if it was Barnes who committed the crime. You sound just like my husband, but nothing you say will change the fact that Barnes is the culprit. She did it. Barnes' partner Ducklet was up to no good. I saw it with my own eyes. Did you witness the crime? Barnes' partner Ducklet was involved in the crime? You look as though you don't believe me. I definitely don't believe you, but go ahead.
Excuse me?
Is it true that you witnessed the crime? Well, I didn't exactly see it clearly. Huh? But I did witness some irrefutable proof. What exactly did you see? At the time of the incident, I was enjoying a cup of tea in my room on the second floor. Just then I noticed a bird Pokemon flying outside the window. A bird Pokemon? Also, please note that there were 2 different color blue feathers there before. She absolutely did it. Yes, I clearly saw a blue bird Pokemon. It had to have been Ducklet. We did find blue feathers near the window and in the storage room, so those were Ducklets? In hindsight, she was obviously stealing the jewel. I also heard a faint sound just before that, like something metallic. A metallic sound? Do you know what could have made that noise? No, I don't, but the storage room was ransacked, wasn't it? I suppose she must have broken something in the act. And I've heard it confirmed that Ducklet's feathers were found in the room. Isn't that proof enough that Barnes is the culprit? She's pretty darn convinced of her own theory, but it's all based on a metallic sound and the sight of a flying bluebird Pokemon. Pretty flimsy, if you ask me. Yeah, I'm sorry, Mrs. Dennis, but that information alone isn't enough to definitively prove Barnes is the culprit. Then hurry up and find whoever it is and get that jewel back. Isn't that what my husband hired you for? I get that she's upset, but she doesn't have to take it out on us.
Excuse me?
Mr. Dennis seems confident that Barnes is innocent. Oh yes, I'm sure he is. He's always been too trusting. Especially when it comes to Barnes. Those two really trust each other that much? I'm told Barnes has worked here for a very long time. Much longer, in fact, than I've known Sanjeev. I suppose that's why Barnes is always taking my husband's side. What do you mean by that? Whenever my husband and I have a disagreement, Barnes inevitably sides with Sanjeev. Even though I'm sure that he believes he's being impartial, that lack of self-awareness is yet another one of his many flaws. I get the feeling Claudia's not a huge fan of Barnes. You think that's why she's so sure he's a thief?
Excuse me?
Could you tell me more about Ducklet? Ducklet is Barnes' partner. She dotes on him tirelessly and is always by his side. Okay. Got that. You mentioned earlier that she might be involved in the crime somehow. Would Ducklet be capable of such a thing? Yes, she even helps Barnes out with his shopping. She'd certainly be capable of making off with the jewel. Well, whether or not Ducklet stole the jewel, the one thing that seems certain, she really loves Barnes.
Yes?
The Aurora Drop is an incredibly valuable jewel. Mr. Dennis told me the same thing. But do you really understand? Can you even comprehend just how valuable it is? Huh? I knew it. Just look at those blank expressions. Hey, my face always looks like this! As it is, I'm not even sure my husband understands the true value of that jewel. After getting his hands on something so precious, why would he want to donate it to Rhyme City? So you're against donating the Aurora Drop? Of course I am. Treasures like that aren't meant to be paraded about for the general public. They should be preserved for quiet observation by a select few. Oh, I really hate her, and she absolutely did it. Huh, hard to imagine her quietly doing anything. All ears for mansion gossip. Babe! Oh, it's Clefable, Mrs. Dennis's partner, apparently. Can I ask you a few questions? Hey! Well, what gives? No need to be so rude. What's wrong? Seems like she's real suspicious of us. Maybe she's feeling sensitive after the incident here. Oh. Dennis' partner, Growlithe. She sure doesn't look happy. Growl. Apparently she feels responsible. No wonder she's so down. Maybe we should leave her alone for a while. About the symbol of revival. What makes the Aurora Drop a symbol of revival? 2 years ago during the R incident, my jewel shop suffered considerable damage. Wait, you were a victim of the R incident? Yes, the Pokemon who had been exposed to R went berserk. Their rampage destroyed my shop, and to say nothing of the damage done to my jewels and other goods. By that time, I already had the Aurora Drop. I kept it stored safely in the shop. So was the Aurora Drop damaged too? No, as a matter of fact, it wasn't. Of all the jewels in my shop, the Aurora Drop was the only one to remain unscathed. In fact, debris fell so perfectly around the Aurora Drop you might believe it was being protected. That's incredible. I guess there's some magic left in this world after all. Ever since then, the Aurora Drop became known as the jewel that survived the R incident. People started visiting my shop just to see it. And thanks to all that attention, my business was able to get back on its feet. Sounds like a valuable jewel in more ways than one. What made you decide to bring it back to your mansion instead of keeping it at your shop? I decided to donate it to Rhyme City. The Aurora Drop? But why donate something so precious to you? It's not just precious to me, and that's exactly why I decided to donate it. Mayor Myers has done his part in improving our city by declaring the start of Pokemon Friendship Week. I thought it was about time I did mine. So I wanted to donate the jewel that survived the R incident as a symbol of Rhyme City's revival. I hope that by doing so I can help liven up not just my shop, but the whole city as well. See, this guy sounds like an alright dude. His wife is a heinous bitch. Like, just saying. Wow, Dennis, I'm impressed. That's a wonderful gesture. I'm glad you think so. Not everyone is so pleased about it. Oh? Forget anything. I shouldn't burden you with concern over such personal matters. For now, I'm counting on you to find the Aurora Drop as quickly as possible. Understood. We'll do everything we can. Now then, Mr. Barnes, we'll thank you to not leave the mansion until further notice. Understood. Hey, it sounds like the police finished questioning Barnes. Let's go talk to him. Yeah. I absolutely bet the wife did it. Brandon Barnes, butler of the Dennis residence. How did it come to this? Why are the police so suspicious of me? Excuse me, are you Mr. Barnes? Who might you be? I'm Detective Tim Goodman. Mr. Dennis has hired me to investigate the crime that occurred here. Is that so? My apologies. I'm Brandon Barnes. I work here at the Dennis residence as a butler. Do you mind if we ask you some questions, Mr. Barnes? I realize you must be tired since you were just questioned by the police. Please don't worry about that. If you've been hired by Mr. Dennis, then it's my duty to give you my full cooperation. Why does he look like Ignis? Thank you. What would you like me to speak about first?
Yes.
I was away when the incident occurred. It wasn't until after I'd finished my errand and entered the house that I realized something was amiss. I heard Turner cry out from the second floor. When I rushed upstairs, I found him collapsed on the floor in front of the jewel storage room. So that means Barnes was the first witness to arrive at the scene of the crime. Did you see the thief or their partner Pokemon? No, nothing like that. Wait, if Barnes ran up the stairs, you'd think he'd run straight into the thief. If you didn't see anyone, how could they have escaped from the second floor? Did you check the storage room? Yes, the door was already open, and when I looked inside, I saw that the Aurora Drop was gone. Then I contacted Mr. Dennis and the police right away. Is there anyone who could corroborate your whereabouts at the time? Unfortunately not. It was only afterward that Mrs. Dennis came out of her room to see what the commotion was about. And the only others in the house at the time were Growlithe and Fable. Naturally, no one can take witness statements for Pokemon, so I'm afraid I have no alibi. That's where we come in. The Pokemon that live in this mansion might know something. Mr. Barnes, do you have any idea who the thief might be? Not a clue, I'm afraid. But I do know that Mr. Dennis and I are the only ones who can freely use the key to the jewel storage room. Growlithe guards that key with constant vigilance, so I imagine it would be very difficult for anyone else to take it from her. I suppose it's no great wonder that the police suspect me given the circumstances, but I would never do something so senseless. At least this confirms that only those two have access to the key.
Yes.
Ducklet is my dear partner Pokemon. Just look at this photo. Aww. That's Ducklet with you there? Yes, isn't she adorable? Just look at her feathers. Simply beautiful. But that's not all. She also is incredibly clever and helps me out with my work. Oh, excuse me. I'm terribly sorry. I tend to get a bit carried away when I speak about Ducklet. It's really no problem. You mentioned that she helps you with your work. What exactly does she do? Let's see. She runs errands for me since buying coffee beans from a local cafe. Oh, she buys coffee beans. Nice. There's a place nearby called the High Hat Cafe. Perhaps you've heard of it? She regularly goes shopping there by herself. If that's their go-to cafe, then it's gotta be for the High Hat blend. Guess I shouldn't be surprised that Rhyme City's elites have such refined taste. I asked her to go to the cafe today, in fact, but she hasn't yet returned. Could she have wandered off somewhere? Do you have any idea where she might be? Unfortunately, no. The feathers found at the scene of the crime are Ducklet's, right? Yes, no question about it, but I haven't the faintest idea why Ducklet's feathers would be there. Just the thought of her getting caught up in the crime somehow, I'm so worried I can hardly think straight. Out of all the jewels in Mr. Dennis's collection, he considers the Aurora Drop to be his most precious. He worked tirelessly to acquire it in the first place. You might even say the Aurora Drop is the physical manifestation, the crystallization of Mr. Dennis's career as a jeweler. I wish nothing but swift retribution on the thief who stole it from him. For someone who speaks so formally, Barnes is a pretty passionate guy, isn't he? Please, Tim, find the Aurora Drop, I beg you. Don't worry, sir, we're on the case.
Well...
Based on Barnes' testimony, I'm really not surprised the police suspect him. Yeah, if only there was another witness at least. About that, aren't you forgetting something, Tim? Huh? Barnes told us the Growlithe and Clefable were in the mansion at the time of the incident, remember? Oh, right, maybe the Pokemon saw something. Exactly, you can leave the rest to me. Let's go question them, Tim.
Tim.
What do you want, great detective? Have you finished questioning Barnes?
Excuse me?
Is the storage room key the police suspect Barnes? Oh, so you know that much already? Well, no point in denying it. The only two people who can access the key are the homeowner's butler, Mr. Dennis, and Barnes. I highly doubt Mr. Dennis staged all this himself, which leaves Barnes as the only logical suspect. Not only that, there were ducklet feathers at the crime scene, and Barnes' partner is a ducklet. Clearly, Barnes used the key to get inside the storage room and had ducklet fly off with the jewel. That's my working theory. Duly noted. We don't have any decisive evidence yet, but we're gonna find this ducklet that flew the coop, and then we'll get definitive proof. You'll see. Well, I'll be continuing my own investigation. Suit yourself. Yeah, that's enough. No need to glare at us like that, Manectric. Calm down, Larry. We're not going to get in the way of your police work. Raz Manectric sure is committed to the job. Sure, he's been keeping watch, so if anyone tried to hide some evidence, he'd spot it right away. Guess he's helpful in that way, but... I just wish he'd dial back his aggression towards me.
Tim. Yo, Manectric. Working hard? Hey, what did I ever do to you?
Oh, I gotta go to the... Okay, we can talk to Growlithe. Hey, Growlithe, sorry to bug you when you're already feeling down, but it would be alright if we asked you some questions? We're here to catch the thief, and we need your help to do that. Ow. You're willing to talk to us if it'll help Sanji? Oh, thanks. Sanji? Growlithe's name for Dennis, near as I can tell. Oh, right, his full name is Sanjeev Dennis, so I guess Sanji makes sense. Anyway, Growlithe, can we start with the questions? Ow! Gotcha. As Dennis's partner, it's your job to guard the mansion. And we already know the key to the jewel storage room was around your neck. Ow! It's important to Dennis, so guarding is important to you. Makes sense. Ow, ow! She said she's never let anyone other than Dennis or Barnes even touch the key. Ow. So that's why you feel extra responsible for what happened, huh? She's really got a strong sense of responsibility. Don't worry, the two of us are gonna crack this case.
Well...
Do you remember anything about the time of the incident? Ow. You don't know because you were napping? Ow. What? Your breakfast was so tasty that you ate too much and it made you sleepy? Been there, believe me. What are you even talking about? Ow. You woke up when Barnes got home? That would have been right before all the commotion happened. And when you woke up, your precious key was gone? Ow. Yeah, I can tell you're upset. Ow. You'll do whatever it takes to help us catch the thief? Thanks. We'll come ask for an assist if anything comes up. Ow, ow. She says Barnes is a kind and well-mannered person. He and Dennis are close and she's never seen them fighting or arguing. Mr. Dennis really does seem to trust Barnes after all. Ow, ow. And Growlithe likes Barnes too. Judging from what Growlithe says, it's hard to think of Barnes as a likely culprit. There wasn't anything in Growlithe's testimony that could help us prove Barnes' innocence. Only one left to ask is Clefable. I'll see what I can do to get Clefable talking to us. Thanks, Pikachu. Oh. Oh, hang on. Oh, okay. Alright, bitch. Hey! What? You think we're thieves returning to the thieves of the crime? You got it all wrong. We're not here to steal anything. We're actually great detectives looking to catch the thief. Please, can you answer some questions? Eh? Yes, really. Come on, you can trust us. Right, Faye? Yeah, help us out and I'm sure Claudia's bad mood will clear up too. Hey! So you're willing to talk to us? Thanks. Guess Clefable was worried we'd do something bad to Mrs. Dennis.
Hey.
Do you have a job here at the mansion? Hey. Ah, no job per se, unless you count spending time with Claudia. Isn't it tough hanging out with someone so prickly? Hey. Claudia's not a bad person, you say? Sorry, I didn't mean to be insulting. Hey, hey. Uh-huh, so Claudia's always arguing with someone or another. When it's just you and her together, she starts to regret the whole thing. Ah, I get it now. Your job is to cheer her up when she gets into arguments. Wow, you're actually pretty nice. I bet Clefable's really important to Mrs. Dennis. Well, that's called Stockholm Syndrome. Did anything strange happen today? Hey! Clefable saying she got real sleepy while playing in the mansion this morning. Oh. Fei! Then she dozed off and doesn't know what happened after that. That's too bad. What do you think of Barnes? Do you get along with him alright? Hey! Claudia doesn't like Barnes, so Clefable tries not to have much to do with him. Hey! But she doesn't think Barnes is a bad person. After all, she says, Barnes ran to help Turner when he got hurt. Wait, does that mean Clefable saw Barnes going upstairs to help Turner? Yeah, it's gotta. Clefable, what else can you tell us? Hey! Clefable was dozing near the front door this morning. When Barnes got home from doing stuff outside, she woke up and greeted him at the door. Hey! Then Clefable and Barnes heard Turner cry out on the second floor, so they both went running upstairs. So Clefable was not with Claudia at the time. And that's when, to their surprise, they found Turner on the floor. That means when Turner was attacked, Barnes was still on the first floor. Ah!
Okay, let's start deducing.
Ah, okay.
Okay.
Alright, we've got some useful information. Let's stop for a moment and get our thoughts together. So, did everything we heard, is there anything that suggests Barnes is innocent? Yeah.
Okay.
We learned that Clefable greeted Barnes when he returned to the mansion, and Growlithe said she woke up at exactly the same time. Barnes and the others only became aware of the crime after that. Doesn't that mean Barnes couldn't be the culprit? Barnes was on the first floor when Turner was attacked. That would have made it very difficult for Barnes to steal the jewel. I'm not sure we can prove Barnes' innocence with that alone. Yeah, we can't exactly disclose that testimony came from Pokemon. No one would believe us. Looks like we're going to need other evidence to prove his innocence. We can't lift suspicion around Barnes with Clefable's testimony alone. I think we're going to need some other kind of evidence to prove his innocence. But where should we look for it? Nothing immediately comes to mind. At times like this, it's best to try investigating other leads. We might find a thread somewhere unexpected that leads us back to this. To get close to the truth of this case, we've got no choice but to find the Pokemon that the witnesses saw. Witnesses reported seeing a red Pokemon and Ducklet. I wonder if the Pokemon that cut open the jewel case is the culprit's partner. It makes no sense to think that, but no such human was seen by witnesses. Having said that, though, we might learn something if we can find the red Pokemon. Let's head into the city and get some leads on that red Pokemon. I'm sure we'll be able to figure out what Pokemon it actually is. At this point, it seems pretty unlikely that Barnes is the culprit, but then why did Ducklet leave from the second floor window? It seems unlikely that it's got nothing to do with the jewel theft. Finding Ducklet would be the quickest way to confirm that. Good call. Let's head into the city and look for her. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, let's go find Ducklet. Okay. Let us go find... I like this game. I'm absolutely going to continue playing this one. This is the kind of speed that I need from a game right now. Huh? You mean you won't help me? I understand how you feel, man, but we're in the middle of an investigation right now. Yes, but what should I do? Looks like that woman has a problem. Sure does. I doubt it has anything to do with our case, but it's hard not to want to help someone who's in trouble. That's the spirit, Tim. If we see a person or Pokemon with a problem, we'll do what we can to help them. Alright. It's probably punked by the wife. Excuse me, may I ask what's wrong? My Lillipup's gone missing. Oh no, what happened? We're taking a walk together in Serenity Park. I guess Lillipup must have been having too much fun. He got so worked up he took off like a rocket. I've been searching all over for him and now I'm exhausted. That police officer won't look into it for me either. I don't know what to do. You can't just ignore this. That's right, helping people is a detective's job and finding lost Pokemon even more so. We'd like to help you, ma'am. We're detectives, so we're pretty good at looking for lost people in Pokemon. Really? That would be a huge help. Can you think of anywhere your Lillipup might have gone? Well, I've already searched the park pretty thoroughly, but I haven't looked for him in the city yet. Oh, also, my Lillipup likes quiet places, but I'm not sure there are any places like that around here. I think that's enough information for us to go on. Please wait here while we search for him. I'm so sorry to add to your workload when you already look so busy, but thank you. I hope you find my sweet Lillipup. If we see a Lillipup during our investigation, we should talk to it. Okay. Alright, let's go into town and see if we can find that ducklet. Oh dear. Watchdog's hobby is observing things around the city. In that case, maybe it's seen something useful. Can't hurt to ask. There are so many red Pokemon you don't know which one we mean. Good point. Do we know anything else about it? Let's see. Pokemon uses Marv to slide through hard objects and easily knock out a Pokemon with a punch. Haven't seen any Pokemon like that around here? Alright then. What, really? What's it say? You've got to tell me too. Right, sorry, it says I saw Ducklet pass by here. She passed by here. She's probably on her way to the cafe after all. Oh, you never get bored of this because so many different people with Pokemon. Okay.
Drub!
Uh-oh.
Hey, wait up!
Uh-oh,
It's
Trubbish.
gone.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh, what's back here? Huh? It's not here. Must be hiding somewhere. Well, no point hanging around. Let's go interview someone else. Okay, I guess let's go back. Whew. Can you tell what's bothering you? Well, we've got a match coming with the Tonti's Park Soccer Club. Oh, I didn't even talk to you hard. One of their members has a Scrafty as their partner. They're so good. So I'm worried we're gonna lose. I want a partner Pokemon I can play with too, but I can't find any Pokemon that are good at soccer. Ah. Find a practice partner for the soccer boy. Okay, we can do that. Can't get back down that way. Okay, nothing over this way. But this is the cafe, isn't it? Oh, Christ.
Oh, Tim!
Ah, hey.
Hello there.
Ladies. Wow, what a coincidence running into you here. Yeah, I'm as surprised as you are. Huh, I think I've seen this girl somewhere before. Well, I remember Howard's notebook. She's the girl from the photo. Yes, Pikachu, this is Rachel. We go to college together. She's the mayor's daughter. Right, right. And you said she knows a lot about Pokemon too, didn't you? And she's just a classmate, or... See, this is why I don't like telling you about my personal life. I'm just looking out for you. I never hear you talk about actually having fun with people. Great. Having fun. Oh, well. Anyway, who's the woman next to her? I know about as much as you do. I don't think we've met before. Hey, Jessica, have you heard of these? Of course, it's an honor to meet the great detectives. By the way, Tim, were you talking to Pikachu just now? What? No way! No need to be embarrassed. I totally understand the urge to talk with your partner. But now that you're here, why don't you chat with us for a bit? Yeah, sure. Okay, I think this is gonna be me calling it for tonight. I am pretty beat, and I still got work tomorrow. So, I think that is going to be, that's gonna be it for today. But I'm definitely gonna pick this back up. Let me just get to... Thank you all for hanging out. It was super fun. This is gonna be a fun game. Yeah, we are right in the thick of it right now. So we're gonna raid, of course, the one, the only, Officer Dan, because why the heck not? It looks like he's doing a hardcore for Minecraft, so that should be interesting. But all that being said, friends, everybody take care. Be well. I will see you hopefully Thursday with more of this and figure out what's going on. But we'll catch you later. Peace.